What's up, everybody? This is DJ Endo, and today I'm going to share with you my method of harmonic mixing using Traktor, Mixed in Key, and FM8. So for those of you who don't know, harmonic mixing is a technique used by some of the best DJs in the world, and it involves playing tracks that are in the same key or complementing keys to control the energy of a room and also create mixes that sound really good together and appear to be singing together. Now, there's actually a software called Mixed in Key that I use frequently that will actually go through your tracks and analyze the key of all your tracks and will actually write the keys of your tracks into the ID3 tags. So what I would do is take my whole music collection and drag it into this Mixed in Key window and analyze it overnight. So I'm just going to take a folder here, New Tunes 23, and just drop it into this Mixed in Key window. Now, there's two different systems of how Mixed in Key is going to analyze your tracks. You can use Camelot keys, flat keys, or sharp keys. I like to use Camelot keys, but you can additionally show the actual key of the record, such as A minor. Now, when I hit this Analyze button, Mixed in Key is going to go through all the tracks, and it's going to write these numbers into the ID3 tags of the tracks. So if I go to this folder in Traktor, you're going to see Traktor Update, and all of these keys, these numbers, are going to be written into the key tag. So now what these numbers represent are numbers in what's called the Camelot wheel. If I click on Read Tutorial, I'm going to scroll down until I see this Camelot wheel. So now what these numbers represent is an actual musical key. For example, A minor is 8A, D minor is 7A. All the A's are minor keys, all the B's are major keys. And how the wheel works is when I'm DJing, I can either go left or right around the wheel, kind of like going around the clock, and that'll tell me which songs are going to mix well together harmonically. So for example, I can play a track that's in D flat minor with another track that's in D flat minor, and the two tracks will appear to sing together. Now I can also go up a fifth in the wheel and go to A flat minor. Now this will be kind of like raising the energy, since the bass line will be going up a fifth. Or I can go down a fifth to F sharp minor. This won't be lowering the energy, but it'll kind of take the crowd deeper. So you can see I can go left or right. Now, a couple other tricks that I've found from doing this for years is that some other mixes that sound good are subtracting 3, like going from 12A to 9A, are adding 2, so going from 12A to 2A. This is one form of an energy boost. Now, the other form of energy boost, which is more extreme, is going from, say, D flat minor to D minor. So this will be an energy boost when I mix up a half step. And the other combination is going from minor to major. So I could go from a 12A to a 12B, for example. But I've found that about 98% of my music collection is in minor keys. So usually I'm just using the A's. Now here's how I actually key my tracks. So now that I analyzed all my music and Mixed in Key, I'm going to go back to Traktor, and you can see in the key column that all the Camelot codes are written right into the track's ID3 information. So Mixed in Key said that this Tony Leone music track is in 2A. Now if I go back to my Mixed in Key window and look at the Camelot chart, you can see that 2A is E flat minor. So now I'm going to load this track into a deck and check if this track is actually in E flat minor. So I load the track, hit play. Now I'm going to open up FM8, which is a synthesizer made by Native Instruments. And I'm going to load up the FM Rhodes patch. Now, the thing that I'm most concerned about right now is the root note of the scale. So the root note of E flat minor is E flat. I'm going to click on the E flat key. Now the question I want to ask myself is this do? Like in a musical scale, you got do, re, mi, or do, re, me in minor. But now that I know that E flat is my root note, I'm going to check to see if this track is in minor or major. So I'm going to play an E flat minor scale. So that scale sounds like it matches the track. So now I'm going to go back to Traktor, and I'm actually going to write E flat minor into the catalog number key. I do this so I know which tracks that I've actually keyed manually on the piano and which tracks that I haven't. So now that I have my tracks run through mixed in key and checked in FM8, I can go to my playlist and I can actually sort by the key column. I can sort by the Camelot number. So this will make it very easy for me to find tracks that are harmonically compatible. Now I'm going to show you a quick example of how harmonic mixing sounds. So right now I'm going to do a 4-deck mix in Traktor using all songs in D minor. I'm going to switch to 4-deck mixing mode. And I'm also going to turn on the key lock for every deck. This will make it so when I change pitch and change tempo, the keys of the tracks are not going to change. They're going to stay in D minor. So here we go. So now I'm going to make sure sync is turned on for each deck. And you'll notice that I have load markers and beat grids for every track. So whenever I hit the play button, the track's going to be in time, it's going to be in sync, and it's going to be in key. Now if I have quantize mode turned on the top, Traktor's going to wait for the downbeat to start the playback of the track. Here we go. You can hear how the melodies of the two tracks are complementing each other. Now I'm going to start this pendulum track. And you can see how this track is actually at negative 10%. Now on a turntable, that would sound really deep and low, but with Traktor's key lock, this track is still at D minor, the original pitch the song was written in. Now I'm going to start this track by Spungle, Exhalation. So that's an example of harmonic mixing. You can hear how the 4 decks that I was playing are perfectly in key with each other. Now, on top of sounding good with each other, sonically, if you play these tracks through a sound system, the frequencies of all the tracks are complementing each other, so this mix will sound better than your average mix on a sound system. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear more harmonic mixes, check out djendo.com or soundcloud.com/dj-endo. Every mix on there is harmonic, and some mixes are even all in one key. So happy listening. Peace.